One of the world's most successful track athletes, Caster Semenya, is challenging controversial plans to limit testosterone levels in female athletes. The sport's governing body wants athletes with a higher than normal level of male hormones to take medication before they compete to ensure that races are fair. It's a case which will have a huge impact on both Semenya's career and the whole sport. Our correspondent Richard Conway is at the hearing in Switzerland. Richard.
Well, on one level, this case is about Caster Semenya and her future. Will she be able to continue to run without taking medication to suppress her naturally high levels of testosterone? But on another, well, it is about the future direction of sport. Lots of governing bodies looking at the outcome of this case to see how sport will progress in the future. Issues of gender, issues of identity at the heart of this case that is being heard here in Lausanne over the next 5 days. So yes, lots at stake for Caster Semenya, but lots also for all of sport. You have to walk before you can run. Caster Semenya's journey has brought her all the way to sport's highest court. The South African 800-metre runner is challenging new regulations which will require female athletes with naturally high testosterone levels to take medication to lower the hormone prior to competing. Her lawyers claim that is discriminatory, arguing hyperandrogenism, a condition characterized by higher levels of male sex hormones, is naturally occurring.
The whole week is going to be important. Obviously, the evidence will be evaluated and assessed at the end of the process this week. So today is the start.
Good morning, Lord Coe. Athletics governing body, the IAAF, says it must act, given its belief elevated testosterone levels provide female runners significant performance advantages over their rivals.
The core value for the IAAF is the empowerment of girls and women through athletics. The regulations that we are introducing are there to protect the sanctity of fair and open competition.
This case has been a long time in the making. In 2009, Caster Semenya won her first world title. In 2011, the IAAF introduced its first hyperandrogenism regulations. But in 2015, the regulations were suspended when an Indian sprinter, Dutee Chand, won her case against them. Then in 2017, the IAAF published new research and said medication to counter the effects from differences of sexual development must be taken. The Olympic champion, meanwhile, has long maintained what she sees as her right to run. A judgment in this case is expected by late March, and the outcome will have far-reaching implications for Caster Semenya's competitive future, alongside important issues of ethics and gender within her sport. Much will depend and hinge in this case on science, on the science of the research around higher levels of testosterone and what advantages, if any, they provide to female athletes. We'll see that played out over the next 5 days here in Lausanne. A verdict, though, not expected until the end of March. Significant because that is just 6 months before the start of the World Championships later this year in Qatar.
Richard, thank you.